Hello, everyone, and welcome to the week 3 episode of Fortum Pick'em. I'm your host, Rich. Thank you for joining me again here on YouTube and on Facebook. All right, so let's get right to it. Last week I had a great week. I finished 12-4, bringing my season record to 24-8, hovering around the 75% win mark. So not bad 2 weeks for me as I went 12-4 both weeks. Now it's time to reward my AFC and NFC Player of the Week. First up, my AFC Player of the Week will be Jonathan Taylor, the running back of the Indianapolis Colts. In a 29-28 win over the Denver Broncos, he had 25 carries for 165 yards and did not score a touchdown. Next up, my NFC Player of the Week will be Jared Goff, the quarterback of the Detroit Lions. They won 52-21 against Chicago. He went 23 for 28, 334 yards, and threw for 5 touchdowns. All right, it is for the first time this season I will be doing my top 10 power rankings. So here they are. At number 10, I got the very surprising Indianapolis Colts, who are off to 2-0 start. Next up, I got the 1-1 Denver Broncos. Number 8 is the New England Patriots at 1-1. Number 7, the Detroit Lions at 1-1. Number 6, the surprising team from last season, the Minnesota Vikings. I have them at 1-1. Number 5, the Arizona Cardinals. Very surprising team, in my opinion, this year. They're off to 2-0 start. Next up, number 4, Cincinnati Bengals. They are 2-0. Now with the Joe Burrow injury, I don't know how that's going to pan out for them the rest of the way. At number 3, I got the LA Chargers, who are off to a very good 2-0 start. Another surprising team that's making some noise early on here in the NFL season. Number 2 is obvious, Buffalo Bills. They're 2-0. And then my number 1 team this week in my power rankings will be the Philadelphia Eagles at 2-0. All right, now it is time um, for my weekly pick'em. Let me just get the screen up here. All right, so there we have it. First up, today's Thursday night game, it's between the Dolphins and Buffalo Bills up in Buffalo. Buffalo's 12.5 point favorites. Obviously, clear choice is the Buffalo Bills. Next up, the Sunday slate, Green Bay at Cleveland. Green Bay's 8.5 point favorites. I'm going with the Pack on that one. Next up, we have the Jets visiting Tampa. Tampa 7 point favorites. I'm going with the Bucks. Next up, we got the Rams taking on the defending champions, Philadelphia Eagles. Philly is 3.5 point favorites, and for that one, I'm going with Philly. Next up, we got Atlanta visiting Carolina. Atlanta's 5.5 point favorites. I'm going with Atlanta. Next up, in Indy in Tennessee. This one will be an interesting one. Indy's 4.5 point favorite. For that one, I'm going with Indy. And another 1 o'clock game, we have Vegas visiting Washington. Washington's 3.5 point favorites. And for that one, I'm going with the Commanders. Next up, we got Pittsburgh visiting New England which would be a pretty evenly matched game. Pittsburgh's 1.5 point favorites. I will be going with Pittsburgh on that one. Sorry, I had to find it on my phone here. Next up, we have Cincinnati visiting Minnesota. Minnesota's 3-point favorites. For that one, I'm going with the Vikings. All right, we have the Houston Texans visiting Duval County in a AFC South competition. The Jaguars are 1.5-point favorites. For that one, I'm going against the spread, going with the Texans on that one. Next up, we have at the 4 o'clock slate, we have the Saints taking on the Seahawks. Seahawks are 7-point favorites, going with the Seahawks. Also, we have the AFC West clash in Inglewood between the Broncos and Chargers. Again, the Chargers, very surprising team here in the early going, 2.5-point favorites. I'm going with the Chargers. For the 425 game, for 425, we got the Dallas Cowboys taking on Chicago. Dallas is 1.5-point favorites. I'm going with Dallas. Also at 425, we got the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Niners. The Niners are 3-point favorites. I'm going with the Niners. And for Sunday Night Football, we got the defending AFC champion and a team that's off to a very slow start, the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Giants. Kansas City 6-point favorites. I'm going with the Chiefs. And lastly, on Monday night, we got Detroit taking on Baltimore. A matchup that should have been in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. But we have Baltimore at 4.5. And for that one, I'm going with the Ravens. Okay, now before I go, it is time to pick my top 3 games of the week. First up, I got 49ers taking on Arizona. I have the Niners winning 20-13. Ravens and Lions. I just picked the Ravens. I have them winning it 23-14. And finally, my game of the week is happening tonight. My Buffalo and Miami up in Buffalo. I have Buffalo winning that one 31-24. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me again. Enjoy the games. Don't forget, follow me on Facebook, like and subscribe to me on YouTube. I will talk to you next week. Enjoy the games.